friends, my name is Heidi. Welcome back to the Books and Cables YouTube channel. I figured 1:30 in the morning, the night before I fly off to the UK, is as good as time as any to kick off this vlogging series. So just as a short introduction, I'm going to be spending 16 days. I'm going to be leaving, I guess, tonight at 10 p.m. and then arriving tomorrow morning at 9 in London, and then I'll have the day in London before heading off to Edinburgh, and then I'm doing a tour of the Isle of Skye for 3 days before the Edinburgh Yarn Festival. I'm gonna spend a couple days there at EYF, and what else do I have to say? Oh yeah, and then after Edinburgh Yarn Festival, I'm actually going to continue. So I have a few trains and buses booked that's going to take me from Edinburgh up to Inverness, the slow way, and then back down the coast to stopping at Fort William and Oban and what was the other place? Well, and a few places, and then finally ending up at Glasgow again before coming back to Ottawa. So it's gonna be a busy 2 weeks. I really did need it. It's I usually like to take a vacation in March because the way winters are here in Ottawa, I get seasonal effects pretty badly. So it's February, March is a good time to take a vacation just to kind of get out of the city and, you know, and recharge. So I'm really looking forward to having this break. I think in terms of format, this is going to be similar to my Vlogmas videos. If you're familiar, they're not going to be very long, but I will be uploading them on a daily basis. So I mean, some of them, depending on how busy I'm at, they might be only a couple minutes, or it might be longer if I have lots of things to show you. So I guess right now at 1 in the morning, what I'm doing still awake is I'm still finishing a sweater. I'll show you in a minute once I grab something to put the phone down on, and then I actually have to pack everything. So just summarize my view of packing. There's nothing I hate more than checked luggage. Not the luggage part. I just don't like holding stuff in my hands. So I don't like wheelie bags. So I have to wear a backpack because it just irritates me to have to pull stuff, and I don't like being restricted in my movement. And there's nothing I hate more than waiting at the carousel, and because every single time that I've checked a bag, I'm like standing there forever and I'm like, I don't recognize her. Like, I really don't remember what my bag looks like. So I'd rather take carry-on only so that I don't have to like fiddle with it, especially because I like most of the trips that I like to go on is like I like to be pretty mobile and like not fancy basically. So I stay a lot of Airbnbs, I take a lot of buses and public transport, so I don't want to have to like drag a wheelie suitcase with me. So the challenge, however, of this time, because I am going to the Edinburgh Yarn Festival, I'm trying to pack quite a few sweaters, and so I have to fit 5 sweaters, I think 5, into basically this school backpack right here. I've already done like a trial test. All the sweaters seems to fit, but then I haven't tried to put pants in as well, so we will see. And then, yeah, so I'm gonna bring this backpack, and then my, I have a Mama Bear bag, which is made, it's Twill Imprint. She's a bag maker out of Montreal, so she does all the designs and print by hand, and then a local group sews them up for her, so I think it's all like very locally made and all of that, and the bag is waterproof, which will be helpful because I heard it rains a little bit in the UK. Alright, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, but this is finished. It's kind of bunching up here, but the sleeves are so dramatic that it would. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to see. I still gotta weave in all of the ends and join the underarm stitches, but I'm ready to go. Everything's packed up, so I'm gonna head off to work now, and then I'll check in with you when I'm heading to the airport.
Cheers! You can stand up.
Friends, I'm exhausted. I can't really words anymore, but I just wanted to jump on really quickly just to wrap up this day 0 and 1 here in London. I'm back at my Airbnb now, and I'm about to head off to sleep because in the morning I'm off to my flight to Edinburgh, and today was a really fantastic day. Not only did I get to spend some time with Ellie of Scandier Knits and Anushka of the Crimson Stitchery. It was really cool to meet them both in person after talking to them both online, and we kind of went to the Wild and Woolly, and then we got some crepes, and then me and Ellie went off to Loop London, which is like a gorgeous yarn store, and then we kind of wandered around, went off to King's Cross and saw the like platform 9 3/4 wall, and also where they filmed kind of the outside shots of Grimmauld Place. And then we just kind of sat and chatted at a cafe until I went off to meet my other London friends, Sarah and Lawrence. I missed them so much. I met both of them while they were on a working visa to Canada, so they did like a 3-month cycle tour from Vancouver all the way to Quebec City, and I think it took them like 3 months or something. Definitely more than I can do. But yeah, it was awesome to catch up with them over some Mexican food. It was very delicious. We ordered so much and all of it was yummy. So that was a really good way of starting off all of this, although my legs are super sore. Oh, and I did want to mention I only picked up this during my yarn shop visit. It is the mini yarn guide to London. It's written by the folks behind Yarn in the City, and it kind of talks about the different yarn stores you can visit in London, and it also features some cool patterns inside, including these beautiful ones by Ellie of Scandier Knits. So I'm gonna maybe take a look at this because I do have another day back in London at the end of the trip on March 30th, so in 2 weeks, so maybe that'll give me some ideas for what to do on that day. So I want to say have a good night. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to find me elsewhere on the internet, I am at Books and Cables on both Ravelry and Instagram. And as well, I have a blog, knittightly.com, and I just put up a new blog post today, which features an interview with the lovely Chantel, and she talked to me about how knitting sweaters for her baby nieces really makes her feel connected to them, and it shows her love for them. So I thought it was wonderful. She was so lovely to talk to. It was the first time we had met in person, and she made it feel like we had known each other for years. So I'm sure it's not going to be the only time we're going to meet up, because I think I'm going to be seeing her again at Toronto Fiber Frolic at the end of April. But yeah, I'm just think she's so wonderful and warm and sweet. So I really would love it if you go and give that post a read. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye!